What's up, guys? Trill here, better known as Budget Bill, and this is your second stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Tuesday, September the 29th. Hope you guys and gals are having an amazing Tuesday in your neck of the woods. Today, I have some stimulus news that you don't want to miss out, so be sure to stay until the end. Today we are going to be talking about the new stimulus package that was unveiled late last night by the House Democrats, as well as the government shutdown deadline, which is around the corner. And we also want to have a quick visit on how to avoid income taxes like Donald Trump. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button for me if you think Congress should get off their and send you your stimulus checks. Yeah, that's right. Repeat after me. Mitch, give me my stimulus checks. All right, guys, I plan to play that recording to Mitch McConnell if I ever get an opportunity to meet him. Now, on today's stimulus update news video, as I mentioned on the previous video, Steve Mnuchin and Nancy Pelosi have been speaking a lot more lately than before. They had to work together to get the stopgap funding bill passed earlier this month to prevent another government shutdown. So far, that bill has only been voted on and passed by the House and remains waiting for the Senate to vote in order to avoid a government shutdown. We hope that they will pass that funding bill within the next 48 hours as the deadline approaches. And now both Pelosi and Mnuchin have agreed to restart the stimulus talks and work towards developing a stimulus package before the November election. Pelosi and Mnuchin both spoke several times on Monday, including Monday night, and plan on speaking again this Tuesday morning. While most people on Capitol Hill are deeply skeptical of a deal being reached anytime soon, Pelosi and Mnuchin have already started aligning their interests with one another. The House Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, is facing growing pressure from House Democrats to cut a deal immediately, while President Trump wants this accomplishment under his belt in the final weeks of the intense presidential campaign. But the House Speaker has went ahead and made contingency plans in case the efforts actually fall apart. Pelosi and her top leadership folks unveiled a $2.2 trillion package late last night. This price tag is well below the original $3.4 trillion package that the House passed back in May, in which the Senate GOP just totally ignored. But this new bill introduced includes several pillars of the HEROES Act, but with a shorter time frame, which ultimately reduces the overall cost of the stimulus bill. And yes, this bill does include another round of $1,200 stimulus payments. It also includes more funding for the PPP or Paycheck Protection Program for small businesses and more aid to the U.S. Postal Service, $75 billion for virus testing and contact tracing, as well as restoring the $600 per week unemployment assistance that expired back in July. This plan also includes funding for state and local governments. Initially, Pelosi wanted $1 trillion for state and local aid, but the White House has rejected the idea so many times in the past. So instead of $1 trillion, they are proposing $436 billion for state, local, and tribal governments over 1 year. Pelosi stated that this $2.2 trillion HEROES Act provides the absolute needed resources to protect lives, livelihoods, and the life of our democracy over the coming months. And it also includes new funding needed to avert catastrophe for schools, small businesses, restaurants, performance spaces, airline workers, and others. This introduction of this bill couldn't come at a perfect time, as Mnuchin and Pelosi are speaking every day as part of the negotiations to find a deal before lawmakers leave Washington next month to campaign for re-election. Even though Pelosi said that she is prepared to bring lawmakers back if they strike a deal. So with this new bill being introduced Monday night, we could very well see this hit the floor of the House sometime this week. So we are going to keep our eyes open and peeled this week on this new proposal to see how much traction it can get within the next 24 hours. I keep telling you guys that I project that we are going to get those big fat stimulus checks right before the November election. I can feel it. Can you guys feel it? If not, maybe because you're not subscribed to the channel or because you haven't hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now moving on, and last but not least, y'all saw the headlines in which President Trump only paid $750 in federal U.S. income taxes. A lot of people are furious and a numerous amount of memes have been coming out left and right. Well, I remember him debating on stage against Hillary Clinton back in 2016, and he made a statement as to why he doesn't pay anything in income taxes. He stated that was because he was much smarter. LOL. So at that very moment, I did a little research to find out how he can avoid paying taxes when the rest of us have to pay a buttload of money every year. But for myself, instead of getting upset or angry, I decided to figure out how I can pay little or no taxes as well. And I came across this amazing book that shows you several ways to avoid or lessen your tax burden. This book is called Tax-Free Wealth: How to Build Massive Wealth by Permanently Lowering Your Taxes. This book is by Tom Wheelwright, who is a CPA and a part of Rich Dad's Advisors. Y'all know the Rich Dad Poor Dad book by Robert Kiyosaki. So if you are interested in either of those books, I will put a link down below in the description so you can check those out. Well, that's all I have for you today. Now, if you could do me a huge favor, if you found value in this video, be sure to give it a like. It takes me a lot of time to research this information, create these videos, and to share them with you. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel because it is totally free. Other than that, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.